Welcome to another random YouTube video. This video is going to show you how I use Canva to record my YouTube shorts. Canva is a great tool. It gives you a lot of options, even if you're just using the free option like I am. So what I'm going to do is select my Your Story selection for my YouTube short. I like this because it gives you the correct size resolution for your video. So I was creating something else before I started this video. So I'm going to go up and click on File and turn off the guides and the rulers because I don't need them for this one. The first thing I want to do is put some text on my page. So I'm going to click on the T for text, and they give you some different free options and then some pro options that you have to pay for. I'm just going to go ahead and click on heading and then type what my short is going to be about. So this one's going to be about snow scenes. I can use the handles to adjust the size of the text. I can also highlight it and adjust the size by using the numbers. I clicked on the different fonts and you see once again you got all these different choices. Some are free, some are not. You can use the numbers to change the size, and I'm going to click on the A to select my font color. If you have a picture on your page, it will give you some coordinated choices. I clicked on the three dots, those are called the ellipses, and I'm going to animate my text. So I'm going to click breathe. Once again, you have free ones and you have not free. Clicked on the effects, and I'm going to click the echo effect. You just kind of can play around with those. There's so many different choices. You can spend a lot of time coming up with some really cool things. The next thing I want to do is add a snowflake to my page. So I'm going to click on elements and type snowflake, and then pick a snowflake that is free. You can click or drag the option to your page, and then use the guidelines to center it up and use the handles to adjust the size. Once again, you can click on animate, and it has some free animations that you can add to the item that you just added to your page. Tumble is my favorite. You have the option to duplicate the page, or you have two places where you can add your next page. So on my next page, I wanted to add a graphic or picture. So I'm going to do a search, and right now I'm searching for snow. You have all photos, graphics, video, audio. So I clicked on photo to kind of narrow it down. I'm looking for a photo that is free. Drag it over to my page, and then use the handles to adjust the size of the picture so that photo fits onto the page. So you don't really need to worry about it hanging off, because that's not going to show. You just want to make sure what you want the picture to show is on the page. So next thing I want to do is look at videos. But unfortunately in Canva there are no free snow winter videos at this time. So now I'm going to have to figure out a different solution, and that would be to go to Pixels. So Pixels is what I use for my stock videos and photos. They're royalty free and can be used for commercial purposes, and they have tons of choices. So as you can see, there's lots of snow videos here. So once I scroll through and I find one that I think I'm going to want to use, I'll select it by clicking on it, and then I have the option to do my free download. When you click on download for your photos or videos, you're going to have the option to copy the person who created it, the name of the person who created it, which I always do, and I put that in my description in YouTube so they can have credit. So while that's downloading, I'm going to go ahead and these pictures that are under images in my uploads folder in Canva, are ones that I took. So I usually mix pictures that I've taken along with the stock ones, because usually I don't have enough pictures on my own. So you see where I'm struggling here trying to get that in here. What happens with Canva is you can either drag the photo in, it'll pop into place if you get it just right, like that. Or you can drag it in and then you can adjust it with the handles. I have found that when I use a mouse, I do a little bit better with the whole dragging and popping in with letting go. But I have the bad habit of sitting on my couch when I'm doing this, and I'm using my trackpad, so that's where the struggle bus that you're seeing comes in. So anyway, the nice thing about doing it this way, where you drag it in and then adjust it with the handles, is you have control over what part of the picture is going to be seen on the page. Whereas if you just pop it in, Canva selects what you're going to see for you. So you kind of have to play around with it, decide what you want to do. So now we're ready to go back to my upload media. Those were the pictures that I had uploaded earlier. It's the same procedure. This is my downloads folder. I kind of blurred it out because there's just some other stuff you don't need to see in there. But you click on upload and it's going to upload the video to Canva. Now, under normal circumstances, it doesn't take very long, but I think a lot of people where I live work online because sometimes my internet's just really slow. So once it's loaded to Canva, the video that is, you just kind of grab those handles just like you do with the picture, stretch it out, what part you want to see on the page. Then you click on the seconds up here at the top of the screen. That's how long the video is. Stop the video and then use the handles to the left and the right for where your video is going to start and end. And you can see over by the play arrow the adjustment for time. So when I have it at 3.5 seconds, that's what I want to use. Kind of play it just to make sure that's what I want. And you can click on done, or actually click away. Down there in the bottom left, I clicked on those pages. That tells you how many pages are in your presentation, and then you can use this grid view to slide your pages around and put them in the order that you like. So I kind of moved some of them around just to show you. Click on it again to get it out of that grid view, and now we're back into the editing view. The next thing I want to do is add an ending page, so I'm going to copy that text and then click on that last page and paste it. Highlight that text and type over it. And it's going to take me a couple attempts here to type what I want to say because I'm recording this. By the way, I am using Screencast-O-Matic to do a screencast of this, and I do have a paid account for that. Once I have it once I've typed what I want, I'm going to just adjust it, use the handles, use my ellipsis. I'm going to change the animation to typewriter. That's one I use a lot. I like that one. The last thing I want to do, the next to last thing I want to do is add my music. So I have some songs that I use quite frequently loaded into Canva. I usually tend to use the same songs for my shorts. What Canva's going to do is select the amount of the music that matches how long your presentation is. So right now I'm at 2 minutes and 36 seconds, so that's how much music is playing, which this is supposed to be a short, so that's too long. So what I need to do is go in and change the timing on some of my pages. So you just go to the page, and the one that's prominent in your screen, the default is 5 seconds. What you're going to do is click on that 5 seconds, and then use the slider to change the time up or down. So like I said, I'm going to keep that between 1.5 and 2.5 seconds. Sometimes a little bit longer if I have text that needs to be read. So most of these are going to be 2.5. The video was already at 3.5, so I don't need to adjust that one. And as I'm making these adjustments, the time for the video is going down, because remember we're at 2 minutes and now we're at like 20 seconds. When we finish up, we're at 17 seconds. So you can click on that play button up to the top right, and what it'll do is it'll give you a preview of your video, your Canva video. You can decide if you need to click on escape or click on close and go back to editing. Maybe you need to change some of your text or how long a page is or whatever. If you're happy with it, what you do is click on download. It's going to be in an MP4 format. It's going to be ready for you to upload to YouTube once it finishes downloading. So pretty easy stuff there.